love the weather in Philippines more than Hong Kong.
You've been there?
Yeah, my wife is a Filipino.
Oh,
Yes.
that's great.
So I usually travel. I love the weather there.
Yeah, it's like the typical tropical weather.
Correct.
It's not too hot, not too cold.
Yes. It's
Just
quite windy,
yeah, it's just don't.
especially when she's at the Seven Seas.
Yeah,
And she's located at some park, Laguna.
she's from Laguna.
Yes.
Oh, good. We're on the same region. I'm from Rizal. Laguna is just beside Rizal.
Rizal, yes.
Yeah,
Uh,
we're just the lake. There's just a big lake between us.
That's correct.
That's great. Less the strong typhoons.
Oh yes, when it's raining heavy. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
My office told me, I asked me if it's okay for me for those protests here. Oh, I told them, those protests here, it's nothing in the Philippines.
Of course, definitely. Yeah. But
Well, the only difference is the difference that the protest gatherings in the Philippines is quite very like larger comparing to the gatherings here. However, they don't destroy private properties in the Philippines. They can they can vandalize the roads, they can write something in it,
Yes.
but they don't destroy properties. Even the public convenience they don't disturb.
But the major in Hong Kong, they have been silent for
Exactly.
many years. From
Or if the chief executive could have withdrawn the extradition law, that maybe the first week of
Earlier.
the protest or earlier, it will not result to this, because she waited for how many months, like 2 months before she have withdrawn the extradition law, and it's already been resulted how many demands.
I'm raised and born in Hong Kong, I could tell you that the governor itself here is no use.
She has to resign.
We say in Cantonese, Mo Yong.
Oh yeah.
Mo Yong, no use.
Oh.
So
All they're doing right now is just intercepting the protest. There's no solid plan on how to end it. Are we going to address their concern? Aren't we going to address? Because if you are not going to address, you're not going to meet their demands. Otherwise, or either way, you have to act on it.
yes, you have to respond something. You have
Yeah.
to say. You have to listen to them and try to negotiate with them, or try to tell them, is there any other ways?
Unless you are just a puppet or spokesperson of China. Because if you are just that, you can't say anything.
You are amazing.
Because if her hands are not tied up, she can easily respond. She can easily okay, let's meet your demand. Although I'm your chief executive, it's easy for me to make a decision if a decision is from my own. But if my hands are tied up, I'm just a speaker of someone behind me, then I will just wait for an order.
See, actually, what you are saying is the same things I have in mind. But my wife, she's against the protest.
She is against the protest. In some way, yes.
She's not against the protest. She's against the protest, but she's not against the governor or the thing what is happening. But
Yeah.
because maybe she doesn't know many things.
Yeah,
what
exactly.
happened, you know, so I'm not with the protest or with the police or the governor. I am standalone because see, I know both sides have faults.
Exactly.
So see, now they are doing the things which are very, very violent, and it's not good for the country itself.
Exactly. They're already they have this principle right now. If we go down, we go down altogether.
Correct. That's
which is it's not supposed to be,
Yes.
because I can't imagine, because if the last time I went to the to Mongkok, see, I saw what they've done to Nathan Road. I didn't, even in my dream, I didn't think that this would actually, like the zombie apocalypse movie. You didn't think that it will actually happen, and in Hong Kong. My
They are
God.
against the MTR, they are against the police. So their enemies are,
You know the reason why they are attacking the MTR?
I know.
Yeah, because they thought, well, maybe they use the MTR to transport police
No.
easily.
No, the major
One
reason-
thing. That's one thing.
Okay.
And the major thing is the management is more on inclined to the
No, actually, on the August 31st
Yeah.
or July 21, there is a major attack inside the MTR.
yeah.
The gangster, the triad members, hit many people. They use a lot of different kind of weapons. Even a pregnant woman they hit. So many people were injured, and it took the police 2 hours to arrive to the scene. So, and even the people, the staff inside the MTR did not pay any concern for the persons who were injured.
My God.
So, actually, every country, triad members are connection with the police. I don't see there is no any countries. All the countries long years back there is. Hong Kong also had, but saying the truth, these triads with the police, they should not be posted on the media, or they should not be seen that they are talking to each other, the triads with weapons, police,
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
the connection should not be there, and the pictures have been taken and uploaded in the website, the news, the newspaper. These things, people when they see it, they know that, oh no, how could
That is actually something agitating the people.
Yes. So, due to this matter, they are very angry at the MTR.
Exactly.
Yeah. And then the police also hit a lot of people inside the MTR, which was, and also arrested. I think it was August,
Yeah.
during the month of August. So, I think many things will happen in the near future.
Because right now it seems like it's far near from ending. Because there's no solid plan yet. There's no plan.
Actually, if the police were tough, like Philippines or France or Germany, they could control the protests.
Exactly. Well, what's happening right now? It's just the police is there. They are waiting for a violent to happen before they do something. But of course, in the Philippines, they don't hit protesters with live ammunition. They don't even carry a gun.
They should have done this shooting, gun, beating up the protests at the beginning.
Well, the best actually the best approach during the beginning is to withdraw the extradition law.
I know, but if they need the extradition the bill, the police should act tough. They should be hard on the people, on the protests. But now you were delayed so many months, and and everything is
the situation here is like a pressure cooker. You waited for the steam to burst before you act on it,
Like a
and then you
volcano.
open the pressure cooker immediately.
like a volcano.
Exactly.
By the way, may I know how's the aircon temperature for you?
Oh, that's good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I don't know. I have. It's good. I didn't forgive my nationality to a Chinese nationality.
Ah, yeah, that's better.
So I still have. I can still go to India.
That's great.
Anytime. I even have a British passport, so I can.
You have a British passport?
I have a BNO.
Great.
So
Yeah, because maybe you were born and raised here,
Yes, correct.
so definitely you got the British passport before 1997.
Correct. Before 1997. That's
Before
right.
1997.
Yeah.
You can still renew that as a British
Yes.
passport. Okay.
Yes,
good.
I can still renew it, but I have to send the old passport to UK.
Exactly. Ah, okay. Well, that's
Because
still better.
Now the embassy doesn't renew it.
Okay.
Before, yes, but now it's I have to do everything by United Kingdom.
That's good.
It's good, yeah, because while I was having the BNO, people were saying that
So you can.
forgive you BNO, use the Hong Kong SAR. I think, well, no. If I use the Hong Kong SAR, I have to forgive my Indian passport. Of course, I don't want to do that.
Oh, so you mean to say you are not yet like a Hong Kong citizen,
I am a Hong Kong citizen.
but you don't hold the Hong Kong passport?
Correct.
That's better.
I don't want to do that. They say HongOng passport.
Yeah. Well, if you actually go to the Philippines, you can also hold a Philippine passport. You don't need to give up your Indian passport.
Oh, really? I don't.
Yeah, because Philippines, if you hold the the Philippine passport, you can have multi-citizenship.
Oh,
Yeah. Even for Filipinos, if we go abroad, we don't need to give up our passports. We can be a multi-citizen.
oh, that's very good.
Yeah. We can hold a Philippine passport and hold a UK or
That's very
US citizen.
I think I should do that because, see,
It's easier for you to travel in the Philippines.
yeah, because when I go to Philippines, if I want to travel to Cebu,
Especially you're married to Filipina.
yeah,
It's very easy to get a passport.
because my in-laws, I use a BNO to travel to Philippines.
Yeah,
Because if I use my Indian passport, I will have to get the visa.
exactly.
So
Really?
yes,
I think visa pre-approved visa or visa on arrival.
uh, both way.
Both
You
ways, yeah.
must have, yeah, both
Yeah.
way. So, but for BNO, I have only 7 days.
Oh,
So,
yeah. You need to have a Philippine passport,
so
so you can stay there however long you want.
So my in-laws, wow, they say every time you come in a short period.
Especially you are married to a Filipina, you have every very valid or every reason to come and go to the Philippines.
Yeah, I should do that actually.
Yeah.
It's much better because if I want to stay longer in Philippines,
Yeah. And much better if you do that once you visited the Philippines than here, because it's pretty longer to apply a Philippine passport at the Philippine consulate, more expensive, more process, more requirements.
oh, so it's better to do it in Philippines.
Yes, you can have it in fact 7 days.
Oh, that's very good.
You can have it in 7 days. You don't even ask your nationality. Yeah, they just of course, some travel some documents. Especially you're married.
Marriage
Philippine.
certificate and all.
Yes, that's a very valid reason.
Yes. But I love Philippines. I love.
Yeah.
But my own country, India, is also improving a lot.
Exactly. Our Philippines right now is very skyrocketing in improvement because of our president. He's very tough in his words.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even though he is being criticized because of the war on drugs program.
Yeah, the drugs, yes.
Yeah, we still love him.
Yes. The drugs, yes.
It's only those person that against him making it appear like the killings are being orchestrated by the government, but it's not. It could be your leader. So like for example, if the government says, okay, all drug pushers, traffickers, and drug addicts, you have to surrender yourself and then we will give you a better life. So the government is actually saying that. They even what do you call that? They even built, if not bigger in the entire world, the biggest rehabilitation center in the Philippines for drug addicts. They built that. Of course, if you are the leader of the drug syndicate, do you want your team to surrender to the government? And there's a big possibility that you'll lay all of us on the table. Of course, I will have you killed. So that's actually those person against the government telling that all those killings were orchestrated by the government.
But the drug addict is lessened already in Philippines.
Exactly.
Compared to long years back.
Yeah, because we have millions of we have this program in the government. They call it Oplan Double Barrel. So you have to you have to go to the, if not to the police station, to the barangay officials. You have to have your name listed that, yeah, I was a user before and I'm very willing to be rehabilitated and then willing to be given a new living. They are doing that.
Wow.
And then there's a lot of surrenderers.
From the police?
Yes.
Wow.
And then they put all of them, for all of those who are willing to go to the rehabilitation center, they can go there or they can self-rehabilitate. But the problem sometimes, we can not all change. There are still some people decided to go back to their old life, yeah, selling drugs, something like that, and then going against the police. And then and those people, by the way, that will have them name listed in the police, they are now being, from that point, you are now being monitored from time to time by the police. If you are really changing, you are going to the work that they provided for you to change your life. But if you
work also.
Exactly,
wow.
yeah, a livelihood.
Wow.
Yeah, and then there's still some amount of people go.
But I presume these things are from the governor.
Yeah, that's actually a program of our president because he is very and you know the number of drug lords, a supplier of drugs in the Philippines, Chinese.
Oh shucks.
Yes.
I think it's mainland Chinese.
Yes, mainland Chinese.
It's not Hong Kong Chinese.
No.
It's mainland Chinese. I heard my wife that there are China people who own an island in Philippines.
Not really that they own an island, but
it's taken over.
It's taken over. Right now, actually, since there is like a bilateral talk between the Philippines and China, it seems like our immigration is being relaxed for some of the Chinese people to go work in the Philippines. Of course, if they work in the Philippines, they go to an island. So they go to Boracay. Yeah, to the Boracay. And they are the most number of law breakers in the Philippines. Those Chinese from mainland.
So
imagine our president closed down the entire island, the Boracay, which is the number one, if not in the Philippines, in the whole world, number one resort and beach area. Our president needed to close down for 6 months to clean it up, to restart the entire island and beach areas. And then you will see in the news that there's this Chinese mom burying her kid diaper in the white sand and then washing her kid ass in the beach area. See?
Yeah, they are very dirty.
Yeah, exactly.
Very dirty.
Yeah, right now, if you go to Boracay, it's very different now because number of people, tourists are being controlled. Yeah, you have to pre-book. You cannot just go there. Unlike before, they are only allowing
it's a limitation for people.
Yeah, they are only allowing 25,000 daily to go to that island now. Unlike before, the numbers of people. That's
That's
why.
the number one big beaches there.
Yes,
White sand.
white sand. It's very fine. Powder like white sand.
You really want to go there.
Especially now, it's now very good. Before, they are allowing people to party around on the shoreline, and then you can bring your drinks, your foods in the
Yeah,
shoreline.
yeah.
Right now, no.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's not everything.
Yeah, they can. You can.
Just because of
Resorts
the
cannot even put their umbrellas there, like chairs, something like that. So
even umbrellas
yeah,
for shading. Oh no.
you're not allowed anymore. I mean, they are not allowed because what you can see now, if you like, for example, you're at the end of the beach and that's the other side of the beach area. What you can see is pure white sand beach and number of people just swimming. No structures.
It's a big loss, huh? It's not good for the people.
It's a good well.
It's not good. No fun then.
No, well, they can still party. Yeah, you can still party. They did not remove actually those partying, those schedules, something like that. They just disallowed that you do it in the shoreline because the morning after, the beach area would be dirty. So they can still do that. So
The China people are very dirty.
yeah, the only thing that that rules actually has been there. It was just not observed. So our president did not enforce a new law, but rather enforce the existing law and then make it observed. Because before, our existing law, 50 meters from the shoreline, you cannot really build a structure. And that law has been there since 1980s.
China people are very dirty. Even the Hong Kong Chinese doesn't like the China.
Exactly. If in the Philippines, you actually know if that Chinese is from mainland or from other Chinese speaking country.
Oh, you could.
You can actually. If they are from mainland, they can't even speak a single English word.
Yeah.
Maybe just yes or no. I don't know. And most of the time, if in the Philippines, you can tell if they are from Singapore or from Singapore or Hong Kong and Malaysia because they speak Cantonese.
That's good.
Because more from mainland or Mandarin or Hokkien, something like that. If they tell you, you talk to them, you go give them service or you provide them service, and they tell you "Xie xie," okay, now you're from mainland. This is from mainland. Hong Kong people don't say the thank you
But there
word.
is a lot of mainland people in
Hong Kong.
in Philippines.
Yep.
In Philippines, yes.
What happened?
There is an accident.
Oh,
Yeah. This car against the taxi.
what the hell?
Yeah, there is an accident.
This is actually what I will miss in Hong Kong. Traffic. The traffic is very good. You
Very
don't
good.
see this in the Philippines.
compared to Philippines. But no,
course.
it's now you have the Sky Highway. It's very
Yeah, there is a lot of roads being built now under.
In
Well,
Manila,
that is one of the legacy of our current president. They call it build, build, build. Yeah, he keeps on building a lot of his structures, roads, and by the way, the first subway in the Philippines are being built now.
The MTR is so
Yeah.
nice. It's you need time, you need
Yeah.
time. But
Yeah.
Compared to when I was like young, like 11 or 12 years old, I went to Philippines. So, wow, it was not like that. Now it's so good. It's very
What year is that?
good. Oh, I forgot. 20 years back, almost 20 years back.
20 years back. Yeah, but if you were in the Philippines like 30 or 35 years ago, it's way much better. During the term of the what they call a dictator of the Philippines, Ferdinand Marcos, Philippines is very good.
Now it's very good.
Yeah.
Now it's very good. It's very good. People are very good and everything. You know,
Yeah.
that's why, you know, and when you're on the car, inside the car, you know, see, oh, CX. maybe
The late president during the 1970s has a very good plan about the Philippines and the Filipino people, and then it was derailed because of this communist people in the Philippines. And we have actually all, if we built in the Philippines the first specialty hospitals, specialized. We have the Philippine Lung Center of the Philippines. That is the first, first in the entire world where like a specialty hospital is being built to specialize in any diseases in lungs. So lung center of the Philippines. We also have the Philippine Heart Center for heart diseases. We have the National Kidney Transplant Institute for kidneys. We have the Orthopedic Hospital, specializes in bones. We have Children's Medical Center, specializes for kids only. Those were built in the 1970s.
The medical is very, very tough. I know it's expanding a lot in Philippines.
Yep.
And it's very good compared to Hong Kong. Hong Kong, you know, whatever happens,
Expensive.
no, they have a situation like, as my wife says, anything happens, they will tell you to operation. But with Philippines, not like that.
Oh yeah, they will exhaust all possible resources and exhaust all possible things that will possibly cure you without involving opening your body.
Yes.
In the Philippines, operation is just a last resort.
Yes.
It's a last resort.
Yes. That's why, you know, many people say the medical in Philippines is very good.
And it's cheap.
And it's cheap, correct? Yes.
Yeah, it's
cheap. Yeah. Compared to Hong Kong dollars, it's very cheap. I went for a body checkup in Philippines. Wow, it was terrific. You need to run on a running machine. You do to check the heart.
Treadmill.
Wow, I can't believe it. So many things.
It's a treadmill. Cardiovascular checkup. You went through.
Yeah, it's very nice. It's very good. In Hong Kong, no, it's not like that. Come back, go. Come back, go. Come back, go. You know, in the clinic. Wow.